Whether you're a BTS fan or not, chances are you haven't been able to escape them for the last year. Maybe you've heard their name bandied about in interviews, or seen their fans screaming their praises online, or maybe you caught them on the Graham Norton show last year.
Hello, we are BTS!
But their fame goes back way further than that. Over the last 6 years, they've collected an army of dedicated fans who've helped them make history. Not only are they the first Asian act in the world to ever perform at Wembley Stadium, they're also one of the only acts in the world to have to add an extra day at Wembley due to high demand. So why has the world got BTS fever? What is it about these 7 Korean boys that seems to have set them apart from a lot of other acts coming up from the K-pop industry? As with all great success stories, BTS is an underdog. They weren't formed on a reality show, and they weren't formed under part of the big 3 record labels in South Korea. Instead, up until recently, they were the only band to be signed by an agency called Big Hit. Starting out with more of a hip-hop flair, BTS have been really clever in changing and adapting their style to fit both their personalities and the personalities of their fans. So now they're less basketball jerseys and gold chains, and more blouses and sequins. They're constantly fighting against gender norms, helping them become not only music icons, but also fashion icons. Of course, their music is integral to their success. Like a lot of South Korean bands, they've worked with producers from all over the world to help create some of the catchiest songs you will ever hear that you most likely can't sing along to. And with those catchy songs comes some pretty impressive dancing. Roping in members like J-Hope and Jimin, who have strong dance backgrounds, has helped BTS stand apart from a lot of other South Korean acts. They show almost athletic endurance during their shows that makes you feel almost out of breath just watching them. But as BTS's success has grown, so has their freedom in getting to write their own material. Leader of the group, RM, is actually a credited writer on most of their songs, and each member has been able to flex their writing muscles on tracks over the course of their many albums. And with that freedom, BTS have been able to write songs that not only matter to them, but also their fans. They tackle important issues in songs like Bepse, which is about young people growing up in South Korea with enormous pressure on them. And RM even addressed his mental health issues, which is almost unheard of in South Korea, in his mixtape that he released last year and was available for free for fans. The members also have great chemistry, and as we know from boy bands past, that is not always guaranteed. It's customary in South Korea for groups to live together and even share rooms over the course of their career. So it's not uncommon for relationships to be more akin to siblings than to friends. There are countless social media accounts dedicated to various pairings in BTS. But aside from shipping, which is rife in any boy band fandom, it is very clear to see that BTS truly do care about each other. But none of these things make you a global superstar without fans, and BTS's fans are unlike any on the planet. Part of the reason that BTS's army is so dedicated to lifting them up is because it feels like a two-sided relationship. BTS have taken their fans with them every single step of the way. And whilst it's not uncommon for K-pop acts to interact with their fans way more than we'd expect our Western artists to, BTS seem to go above and beyond. In their various reality shows, which are extremely addictive to watch, by the way, they always reference their fans and they always bring it back round to them. And recently, when they were at the Grammys and made history as the first Korean act to present an award, they sacked off the after parties and instead went back to their hotel room together, got a bit tipsy, and did a live stream conversation with their fans. The thing that's so special right now about BTS is that it truly feels like they're having a moment, and that moment just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Unlike other boy bands that start with a bang and then fizzle out, BTS's graft feels worth rewarding. And with South Korean boy bands having a shelf life of sorts thanks to mandatory military enlistment, fans of BTS take every moment as if it's their last and they savor it. And so do BTS.